fucking shit is that? This fucking digital focus.
Just when you think you've solved it, you're dead wrong.
They were handcuffed and later taken to jail.
Why are they putting this on us?
I think they should cut it out now, because this ain't gonna solve the problem.
I told you I don't want you living with roaches.
Warning, this show contains graphic depictions, tasteless painting, and real-life accounts of the most nefarious of activities. Yea, though they do try to project themselves as upstanding, productive members of society, these two knuckleheads just ain't worth a damn. If any of you should find this show to be offensive, turn it off and stop being such a vagina.
Stop being such a vagina.
You'd be amazed by how many people I tell that, bro. Like, just in the streets, I'm like, fucking... I may say it under my breath, but I say it all the time.
God damn it, people should be preaching it all the time. Stop being such a vagina. That's the motto over here, Reloaded 504. Welcome, Reloaded 504ians and new listeners. Everyone, welcome, welcome. You and I, before I started to press record, and I said I was going to save it for the show, in about a week and a half, which it's going to be long since then by the time this publishes, but in about a week and a half, NewOrleansMusicians.com is going to go live, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking huge news, bro.
It is huge news. It's been a long time coming, bro. NewOrleansMusicians.com, for all the Reloaded 504ians out there, has been my pet project for a decade, and finally I found a programmer that could handle me and all of the bullshit that we're going through to make it happen. But yeah, it's gonna be dope, bro. All musicians from Louisiana are welcome, and that's it. The state line draws the line. We're only representing Louisiana musicians, but music industry professionals worldwide will also be at the table. So I'm hoping to empower the musicians of Louisiana and kind of shed a spotlight on them and give them a DIY place to be able to do for themselves, you know?
That's awesome, bro. I'm super excited for you. I'm always running into people who are doing music or like looking for a resource for, like, they see me running around like a fucking idiot, like with cameras and shit, and they're like, "Yo, you do videos?" Like, people are looking for a place to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
just for a source.
definitely.
You know, like for a place to bring their music to create.
Absolutely, bro. I believe in that, man. Hey, ask me when I'm drinking.
What you drinking, bro?
Man, I'm drinking. I think I made up a new drink. It's
Yo, homeboy, what you drinking, man?
Yo, homeboy, what you drinking, man? It's a White Russian, but it also has 2 shots of espresso in there and heavy cream. I used to make White Russians back in the day. I haven't had this drink in fucking years, but I used to make it with milk. And I looked up online different recipes, and one of them was heavy cream. So I'm drinking it with heavy cream and 2 shots of espresso and the Kahlua and vodka. And
That's dope.
Fucking delicious. I'm amped
What
and
do you-
drunk at the same time right now.
That's great, bro. So that's like the evolution of Red Bull and vodka. Like, fuck the dumb shit. We're going like straight espresso and what did you say you got up in there? Like a whole concoction of shit, right? Bourbon or some shit? What did you say? No,
Cream.
you got vodka up in there.
Vodka, cream, Kahlua, and Cafe Bustelo espresso.
Oh my God, it's like a fucking madhouse going on.
Yes, it is like a madhouse going on.
Jesus Christ. It's
yeah.
like a fucking fiesta in a coffee house inside of Dave's belly.
So I'm amped and drunk at the same time.
He's all dramped up.
I don't know if you saw, you haven't seen it yet. We got a promo coming out for an episode that kind of highlighted coffee drinking and how people are addicted to coffee. The same guy that designed the T-shirts for Reloaded 504, the 2 of the 3 designs that we have out right now, it's his artwork on our thumbnail for that episode. Coffee Addict. It's coming out real soon. Shout out BXNY163. That dude is solid. I already told him if Reloaded 504 starts a commune, he's going to be the guru, bro. It's just bar none. That's what's happening, bro. He's growing his own shit left and right. Last I heard, he was trying to find somebody that had tobacco tobacco seeds, so that he could grow his own Dutchies, so he didn't have to
No
go to the
shit.
store to stuff his own blunts. Yeah.
Huh.
Mad dreads, bro, and he's all about growing shit and fuck current society. So yeah, I'm behind him 120, bro. BXNY 163. Shout out, big dog. We owe you like unbelievably. That dude's a talented artist. Y'all go out, hey, y'all get on IG, y'all get on Instagram, look up BXNY163. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. This dude sculpts figurines, and his drawings are fucking ridiculous, bro. Hip hop enthusiast at that. So yeah, mad respect, bro.
Is that who possibly influenced you to begin your fledgling dreadlock career?
Maybe so. I don't know.
Because Dave, I have to tell you, they're coming in nicely, bro.
I'm just smearing shit in my head and seeing what happens. We're all COVID-19 quarantining right now, so nobody sees me anyway. So I might as well just fuck my whole situation up and see what happens.
It's a good look so far, bro. I mean, I'm no homosexual, but I certainly can say that I'm a metrosexual, and you are looking like a lady killer with the hairnet on.
Yeah.
Just containing the juice that is going to get those dreads nice and.
It's a
nice
shower cap, not a hairnet, bro. A hairnet wouldn't contain the juice, bro. It's a shower cap.
Don't look semantics, bro. This is not. Don't concern yourself with words here, bro.
True.
This is about.
You need to participate, bro. Because if you recall, this all started because I told you wear a visor a lot. You should grow dreads because they look cool coming out of visors, and you didn't take me up on it. So you need to experiment with your appearance, just like I'm experimenting with mine.
I agree.
So either give yourself a mohawk, or, and I don't know if you're going to be open to this, but what about putting chia seeds in your hair? That'd be kind of cool, bro.
That's funny, bro. But no, I don't know. Like, that could cause. What if they grow downwards instead of upwards, and then I have to have surgery? Fuck all that shit, bro. I don't have to want to deal with
Don't be scared, man. It's just biology, fool.
I'm not scared, dog. But I'll gladly do a fucking mohawk, bro.
All right, do a mohawk, bro. Like I told you, bro. P. Diddy shaved a mohawk in his head, and then all of a sudden he was on a mission, bro. He had people running for cheesecake and like all kinds
That's
of
what I'm
crazy
saying.
shit, bro.
I'm be like, yo, I'm gonna cut a mohawk, and then be like, all right, yo, go grab me a motherfucking muffalata.
Go grab me a muffalata, bitch. Hey, bro, raise that glass. I want to drink a toast to Little Richard, bro. That dude,
Richard.
yeah, man. All throughout my life, that dude was rowdy as fuck. Here's to Little Richard. Go easy, son.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Anyway, speaking of hairstyle and personal hygiene and such, I wanted to run this by you because I don't know if you've ever done this. I was standing in the shower the other day and I'm reading the back of the conditioner bottle. Have you ever?
Read the back of a conditioner bottle?
Yeah, a shampoo, a conditioner. Have you ever read the back of one of those?
Yeah, because remember, like, back in the early teen days when you're like, which is gonna be more conducive to an explosive ejaculation, shampoo or conditioner?
Well, obviously it's conditioner because shampoo strips, and we don't want to strip our skin.
Dave, we didn't know this at fucking 14, okay?
True. You're right. There was a discovery phase.
So you had to read the back, and like you're like, what is jojoba, and what is fucking aloe, and what's going on with these fructose juices and shit?
Bruh,
Like,
if you want to see a train wreck of syllables, all you Reloaded 504ians out there, if you want to see a train wreck of syllables, go do that. Go read the back of the shampoo or conditioner bottle. Damn near every ingredient is like 5+ syllables long, and it's shit you never heard of. Like, we have no idea what we are putting on our bodies. Trust.
Diheptacatholanophoneum pilathium.
Yeah, it sounds like something that
California.
needs to be restricted to a controlled environment, not smeared all over our heads and then rinsed all over our bodies.
Hey, bro, did I ever tell you about the time that I worked for like a private company that was contracted by the government to do surveys for their land, and I went into one facility with I can't tell this story in public, bro.
Yeah, you have to now. You already started.
Yeah, it's just highly It's not for today's day. I can't tell.
Fuck
already.
out of here, man. You already started it. You gotta finish it, bro. There ain't no bullshit, bro. This is Reloaded 504. We lay it out on the table, bro.
I hear you, man. Truth. What is it? Death before dishonor, right?
That's right.
That's
Yep.
the phrase.
Yep.
What was that? That's like a Hell's Angel thing. Which
No,
would,
it's
again,
fucking-
not align with today's fucking message, bro.
I think it's
We can't
the
be-
phrase of the Marines, but go ahead. What's
It
your
is
story?
okay. I feel better about that.
Yeah.
Because, yeah. All right, fine. Death before dishonor is
Right.
like a Marine thing.
Right. Knuckle up, bitch. What are you talking about?
Just
All right, look,
like
I was
that.
trying to move on, but you're not going to let me. So tell the Reloaded 504-ins why you lost that job. Mind you, Reloaded 504-ins, this was a job where Todd got to travel to different states and measure out. That's what he was doing. He was measuring out different military installments. And so it wasn't that involved, and he got to stay in different hotels, and they got a per diem, and he used to go to the hotel bar every night, and that's how
It was free. It was happy hour.
Yep.
It was free for 3
Yep,
hours.
and
every
that's how he
fucking-
lost the job. And I don't think in your right mind you really expected that anybody was going to leave the job with you.
No, I said, I didn't ever like stand up and say, "Who's coming with me?" That was a
Yeah, but
that
everybody was
a-
like, "Fuck you, you're out, you're tainted, you're dangerous. We can't talk to you."
So basically, I had a habit like of being late, of sleeping in.
Yeah, that's a problem. Tardiness
Which is-
is a problem. It might get you fired.
So yeah, so that's what happened. So
Yeah,
I mean, that was the end of me, is just basically sleeping in. So it wasn't that occasion. It was, man, if I could like really break down what happened, whoo boy, that you're gonna have to get the book for that, Dave, because I can't right now. I can't do it.
All right.
It's fucking juicy, dog. Like fucking squeeze it and like splat.
Well, you're gonna have to write a book then, bro. Obviously,
Dog,
you just
dog,
basically
it's-
told yourself that you have to write a book.
Dog, there's a lot.
Febreze commercials. Have you seen recent Febreze commercials?
Oh man, I haven't.
Listen to me.
I don't watch TV.
I say Febreze commercials cannot run anymore from this point on. They're all talking about, Jimmy's gone nose blind. Dude, people that get the coronavirus can't smell, so they're being insensitive to the sickly folks. They're like calling them out, basically.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I knew I was still healthy, is I would wake up and like sniff something that I knew would stink, and I was like, I'm good.
I don't know what I would do if I couldn't smell anything anymore. Smells, I pay attention to smells. Like when the summer comes, I could smell honeysuckle. I could smell the sweet olive. I pay attention
What the fuck
to
is
that
a
shit.
sweet olive?
Sweet olive is a plant. I'm not going to say it's native to the South, but it might be. At one time, they were a staple. People would plant them in pots and put them on either side of their front doors because before there was a sewage system, sewage was in the streets. So they would plant sweet olive in pots on either side of their front door so that when they stepped out of their house, they didn't smell the stink of sewage. How you like that?
Interesting.
Yeah,
I love
right.
it, bro. I've never heard that. Is that a New Orleans thing, or is
Well,
that
like
just
I'm saying, I don't know if that's inherent
like
to
a
the
16th
South.
century?
Well, I mean, you're talking about the sewage system is not that old, bro. Like probably the mid to early 1800s, if I had to guess. But you put me on the spot. I don't know. But yeah,
Dog,
sweet olive, bro.
I have done professional work on the drawings of the sewer system underneath New Orleans, bro.
Well, then shame on you for not knowing when it was first implemented, bro. You just turned yourself in, bro.
Nah. Me doing work on shit that was created 100 years ago does not mean that I need to know the history of the shit, bro.
You should educate yourself, man. We're all
Yeah,
quarantined right now. You need to be putting yourself. You need to put your efforts towards self-education.
Dude, I'm trying desperately to figure out how to fucking export 3D photos from through 3 different hardware sources,
Yeah, those are motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie.
so I can like turn it into a software source that I can share with the world.
Yeah, I feel your pain on that one, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
bro.
but like This whole night has been sprinkled with like
Technical
disdain
difficulties.
for tech.
Yeah.
Like
People
more than
don't- hey.
usual because we both admit that we both hate it. We each
Well, hey.
share equal hatred for the complex, the unnecessary, the seemingly unnecessary complexity of technology.
Yeah, Reloaded 504ians don't understand. Since this COVID-19 shit, Todd and I have not been able to meet physically to do podcasts like we used to do. It used to be an event. Like we'd sit down and podcast for hours. We'd churn out like 3 to 5 episodes, usually 3 episodes, because we got too fucked up after the third one, and then we'd party the rest of the night, and then we'd wake up early the next morning. Well, not early, but we'd wake up the next morning and make ourselves podcast again for like 2 more episodes. So it's
So what's
definitely
important
changed. It's definitely changed how this podcast is run, how it comes across, our tone, all of that shit. And in the midst of all of that, we've had to figure out technically how to fucking get this across to y'all without compromising sound quality or any of that shit. So yeah, it's a pain in the dick, bro. Hey, did you let me ask you this, because I know I walk around dehydrated 24/7, and I try to fucking not do that, but don't drink enough water. How much water would you say you drink in a day?
Not enough.
I meant to look this up before the show, and I didn't for the fact, but I think you're supposed to drink like 12 bottles of water a day or something, or 8 bottles, something ridiculous. Like I saw the figure, and I was like, get
12-ounce
the fuck out.
bottles.
8 12-ounce bottles of water a day. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I would fucking be force feeding myself water.
Yeah, I used to do it. I find it like I used to drink. Oh, so weird. Like when I worked, so all I drank was water. Like I've never been a soft drink guy. Like like a Crystal Light guy. Nah, like fucking none of that shit. Just give me like water or coffee while I'm at work.
I'm pretty much the same way. When I go to the boat, I'm a minimalist kind of dude. I try not to want for anything, so if it's not there, I don't miss it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I drink water, but I don't drink enough. The thing is, the coffee pod, bro. The coffee pod. I have to watch the clock. To Reloaded 504ins to newbies that are becoming Reloaded 504ins. I work on a boat. I'm a captain. We do 6 hours on, 6 hours off. During that 6 hours on, I drink coffee, and I gotta watch the clock and cut myself off at halfway through my watch, because at 3 hours from then I'm gonna be fucking trying to go to sleep. So and caffeine affects me, bro. I can feel caffeine in a Coca-Cola if I drink it right now. But I don't drink soft drinks. I don't drink anything. I just drink water or coffee. And then I get back to the house, and then I bust open a beer, start drinking a beer, and it's like, God damn, bro, I feel the fucking suds in my guts, bro. But I power through it because of my love for beer.
Yeah. Well, because you're just infusing the bubbly like into your system all of a sudden. I mean, like, so I basically have no carbonated. Like, I don't drink anything carbonated.
It's bad for you anyway. It's bad for you anyway, and most of the shit you come across is mixed in with fucking high fructose, glucose, sucrose, whatever the fuck.
Right. Hey, and look, believe me, like it's so weird, bro. Like, you want to talk about like, bro, you gotta be healthy. You gotta, dog. Like, look, we all got bad habits, but like honestly, if for people to call other people out for their bad habits, like, we don't even know, bro. Like, so.
All right, yeah, I get that, but I'm saying at the very least we can keep ourselves hydrated, bro. Like, I know I'm not drinking enough water, and your body's mostly made up of water. You need to do that to stay healthy. And alcohol dehydrates, and I drink a bunch of alcohol when I get home, so I know I'm just fucking killing myself, I mean, I don't know to what end. I don't know if it kills us. I'm just saying.
Nah, do what the body tells you, man. Do what your body tells you. Like, all right,
my body tells me I'm not drinking enough water.
Person?
Huh?
Right? I trust my body. I consider myself a fairly healthy person, and I trust my body.
Yeah. But I'm irresponsible, so I don't drink enough water. My body's like, hey, drink more water. I'm like, fuck you. It's beer 30. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I'm irresponsible too, but when my body has had enough, it tells me. It's like, yo, son, shut it down, bro. Like, you got to, like, take a sideline.
Hydrate yourself. So how many bottles of water would you think you drink in a day?
0, bro. I mean, like, I drank a couple of fucking coffees.
You just finished telling me how responsible you are and your body speaks to you. Dude, your body's probably telling you that your liver is...
I'm not saying I'm the most irresponsible motherfucker. Oh, bro, don't even go there with me, dog. I'm a mess. Don't share my habits.
Well,
Please don't. You'll die. Only my body can handle my habits.
Well, that's why you're one half of the Reloaded 504 podcast, because you're just as fucking irresponsible as I am, and I don't know, we want to spread that.
Yeah, dog. Look, bro.
Irresponsibility.
I would not recommend my habits. I'm pretty sure that, bro. Like, if I was completely honest with my doctor, he'd be like, "Gee, we need to hospitalize you."
Why would you be dishonest with your doctor?
We need to run tests.
He's like in your corner. He's like that old man with Rocky.
I fucking hate my primary care physician, bro.
Well, then don't go see him anymore.
I don't. I avoid him.
Good. Well, no, I'm not saying avoid your doctor, motherfucker. I'm saying choose somebody you're comfortable with and tell him the truth. You need to tell him the truth.
I did. I started off telling him the truth, and I told him too much truth. So he was, like, scared of me, I think. Like, literally the first time I met the guy, I was like, yo, I want you to check my nuts out for something. And he was like, okay. And then he was like, so just sit down first. Like, tell me about yourself. Like that. I walked in the door, or like, you know. He walks in the door.
You walk in and you're like, hey, look at these nuts.
I was like, yo, I need you to look at my nuts about something.
Are you about to tell me you're dying? Because I can't handle this on a podcast, bro.
Yeah, no, it's cool, bro. So far, so good. So I was like, doc, man, like, I don't know, like, you know, if you haven't been to the doctor in a while, your body's just going to have weird things going on. And so, like, you know, weird aches, weird fucking whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And so it was the first time in a while. So I'm like, these are the things that are going on. And so he was like, all right, cool. We can take care of that. Boom. We can, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yo, but remember that I was like, I wanted you to, like, check my nuts out real quick. And he was like, fuck. Because, like, I was about to walk out the door. And, like, he thought he was going to get out without having to fucking feel my nuts.
Right. And you were like, oh, no, come here, homeboy.
My insurance is paying for something, dog. So I was like, maybe check this out real quick, you know? Like, tell me what you think. And so he, like, fucking pops the gloves on, you know?
Yeah.
And he just didn't, like, I got the impression he didn't like it, man. Like, you know, he did his thing and, like, gave me his diagnosis. It was what it was. And I got the impression he was like, that dude just wanted me to feel his nutsack.
No shit. Well,
because he was like, dude, there's nothing wrong with you, bro. What the fuck is wrong? Why am I touching your nuts, bro?
This is True Reloaded 504 forum, because I was writing copy for the website, the reloaded504.com website. I was writing copy. It was the About Us page. And I was like, look, nothing is taboo. It's a no holds barred podcast. We discuss anything and everything. The things that you think, but you cannot say, like all this shit. On one hand, like that's what we've been doing all this time. But on the other hand, I'm setting a bar for us. Like we have to talk about anything and everything. And I've fucking divulged, both of us have divulged just all kinds of shit that we would never say in a room full of people or, you know, talk to a stranger about. Like, it's been a day of reckoning for us both. I think I can speak for us both on that, you know?
Sure.
Kudos to you for fucking talking about that experience, honestly. I'll tell you one
great,
about myself, bro.
The story goes further, but
dude,
I'll save that for another day.
Okay. You sure? I'm gonna chime in with my own. You sure?
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, don't you want to know his recommendation?
Yes, I do, and everybody out there listening, I think, does. Let's give us some closure, Todd.
Nah, we'll handle that next episode.
All right, hey, Reloaded 504 is. We're gonna pause for a quick station break and a word from our sponsor, and we will be right back. Bruh, I know you remember this thing I built back in the day. It was a gas mask with a bong coming out the bottom and a 3-liter bottle coming out the side with a French tickler attached to it.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Shit was hilarious, right, bruh? Nowadays, you don't even have to do that shit, bruh. Dude, Grass City right now has a gas mask bong. On the cheap, right? You could not only hotbox the fuck out of yourself and look dope doing it, you could get the party lit, bruh. Bring one of these motherfuckers with you, bruh.
Bruh.
Support this show and order yours today by going to reloaded504.com/smoke. That's reloaded504.com/smoke. Get everybody high as fuck and then listen to our show. Grass City. Grass City. I'm fucking stopping at a convenience store. Got a wife and kid with me, and all of a sudden I feel like somebody's put a vice grip to my nutsack. Like somebody's like squeezing on my testicle. I'm like, oh my God. And even my wife, she was like looking at me. She's like, you're looking pale. Is something wrong? I'm like, no, I'm good. Y'all go in without me. Seriously, it was like that, bro.
Was it like at the bottom? Because that happened to me once. Where it was like
just
almost
felt
like somebody was
it felt like
the bottom of.
No, not the pinching. No, there was no pinch. There was no bottom.
Like
it felt
whatever
like somebody had a
wiring
hold
connects
of
the
my
cock to the nuts to the everything else
No,
was just
bro.
clamped.
No, bro. That sounds like a fucking kidney stone passing through your urethra.
Yeah.
My shit. My
felt
shit
like
felt
a
like somebody
cramp.
was squeezing my fucking testicle. And I was like,
Ouch.
oh my God, I can't walk. Y'all go in, I'll be right here, y'all come back, whatever.
And this is just
So-
like something that just came upon you? Like it was
Yeah,
like a
out of
sudden...
nowhere. Out of nowhere.
Wow.
Out of nowhere.
Whoa.
So,
You weren't riding a horse or anything?
nope, no horse riding involved. No equestrian sessions.
Y'all weren't
so-
on like a family ATV fucking excursion or
Nope,
something?
none of those things. I did not saddle anything in the midst of all of this. So, so fast
You
forward.
forgot to tie your nuts back that day, didn't you?
Yep. Let them dangle over my shoulder like an.
Jesus, Dave. How many times has your fucking father told you, bruh?
I know. Well, that
When you're
and-
traveling, you gotta tie them back.
I know. Well, that and being on the interstate, the high winds, they're just whipping. You know. Anyway.
Right. So you have to balance the threats.
So I experienced that pain, and then I scheduled an appointment. I think it was like with a urologist or something, and it's so demeaning, bro. They're like, okay, we need to take an ultrasound of your testicles to
Yes,
see.
I did that too.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome, bro.
No, it's not awesome. You go into the room with a stranger and they smear some cold gel on your nutsack, and then they use the ultrasound machine, which is normally what they use on pregnant women. They use it to look at your testicles,
Yes.
and then you gotta
It was
wait
so
3
good,
weeks
bro.
for results, and then so
She was like
okay,
19
so check it out.
years
So
old, hot as fuck, and like super nervous, just with my balls in her hand. It was so great.
okay, so check it out. So this is what happens, all right? So
All
I
jellied
get
up
the
and
results back, and of
She's
course,
like, I need you to fold your cock down, please. It's a little
All
bit
right,
offensive.
shut up,
What
asshole.
is going on?
This is my
She's
trauma.
like, I told
Hey,
you how to hold
shut
your
the
cock.
fuck up. This is my trauma. All right?
My bad.
Shut the fuck up. All right, so you don't ever get results back. They tell you come in because they can charge you for another visit, right? So I go in for another visit, and he's like, look, you have like a mass over here. It's not cancerous, but I recommend you take it out immediately. We need to like go ahead and remove that whole testicle.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah. So I start looking shit up online. I'm like, fuck, they're gonna take away one of my nuts. Like, what do I do? And then I found Tom Green. And if you recall, Tom Green had testicular cancer.
Testicular cancer, yeah.
He got a prosthetic ball put in his nutsack so that when he feels down there, he's got two.
That's
So I
dope.
call right. So I call the doctor and I'm like, hey, what do you feel about this? I want to feel two nuts. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
yeah, right. So no problem, right? Because Tom Green got it done, right, Doc? And Doc's like, oh, I don't recommend that at all. You never know how your body's gonna receive, blah blah blah. And I'm like, man, fuck you, you suck.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean,
bro.
I hung
Put
up the
fucking
I hung up the phone first, but I cursed him out afterwards. I was like, you fucking suck, man. You know what I did? Guess what I did?
Put your own fucking prosthetic nut in there.
No, check out what I did. Fucking nothing. I did nothing.
Yeah.
It wasn't cancerous, so I didn't get it removed. It's called varicocele.
I did
Sometimes,
the same thing.
sometimes your veins seal off. That's what had happened. A vein sealed off, and it caused
Okay.
a pain when that happened. But after that, no more pain. Nothing happened. Didn't go through surgery like that first fucking doctor recommended. Didn't have to
He
get a
would've
fake nut.
sliced off
Hey,
fucking
bro,
half
like-
your whole wiener, bro.
Listen to me, man. Fucking that, like, my nuts define me. I've been walking
I'm
around
listening to you.
grabbing.
What are you offended because I'm making jokes about the doctor cutting half your dick off? What the
No,
fuck's wrong
no,
with
no,
you?
no, no. I wasn't fucking reprimanding you. I was saying, listen to this next statement. My nuts define me, bro. I've been walking around grabbing my nuts since I was walking around in baggy ass jabots back in the G. I've been walking around grabbing my
Scarface.
nuts.
Scarface,
wouldn't know how to
he
act.
heaved the frame.
I wouldn't know how to act if I was like flexing on a motherfucker and I reached down to grab my nuts while I'm flexing to be emphatic and I only got one nut. It would make the the emphaticism a little less intense. I'd be like,
Hey, bro,
oh.
tread easily. Lance Armstrong might be listening, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, Lance Armstrong do you, but Dave's doing him. And I didn't want to get rid of my nut, so I kept it and everything's fine. Everything's still
Dude.
the fucking same to this day, bro. Like, everything's cool.
I'm fucking happy as fuck about your nuts, dude, to be 100%. And,
I'm gonna go back
That's-
and edit this episode and keep that remark and like replay it to a beat or something. That was awesome.
I'm fucking happy as fuck about your nuts. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do with it, bro. I'm completely cool with it because, I mean, at this point in my life, do I really have to be concerned with, like, the shit that I'm saying unless it, like, as far as, like, self-deprivation and, like, making fun of myself,
Yeah.
there's no line that I won't cross. But as far as, like, offending other people, I don't want to do that. I don't ever really want to do that.
No,
So-
I would like to avoid it if we can, bro.
Yeah. So I guess kind of maybe that's maybe that's part of my mission statement is that I am here to entertain, not to offend, with one caveat. I will probably offend you with how I describe or define myself, but I won't.
I'm not going to
try
say
my
that's
best-
100% true because in one of our episodes, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was political correctness or something like that. I just I went off on a tangent and I was like, I don't like these. This is my ideal Reloaded 504 session is barroom rules. And I would say that to anybody. If you don't know what it is, go fucking look it up. But basically, barroom rules means we don't talk about politics and we don't talk about religion. Like, it has no place here. We're just here to have a good time, let our hair down, get loose, and, talk about anything and everything.
And the reason I think you should explain the reason behind that, right? Is because the reason why they call that barroom rules is because if you start, 9 times out of 10, if you open those topics up, it's going to end up becoming a physical brawl. It's going to turn into a fight.
Yeah, it's going to be a truly
And so if
tasteless
you're doing it-
situation. So we're
If
not
you're doing it
entertaining
digitally, it's
any
just
of
going
those
to turn
things.
into a goddamn fucking
Yeah,
pussy ass
I don't-
fucking troll fest.
Exactly. And part of our message is in the intro music that says, just stop being such a vagina. Like, don't come here if your feelings get hurt easily, bro, because we're not trying to entertain it. If you don't like it, fuck you. But I brought up that previous episode. It was political something. I forgot the name of it. But in that episode, flat out, I was like, fuck your God and fuck your politician. And I'm not sorry for it because I don't want to hear about it, period. It might be the greatest God and the greatest politician or the worst God and the worst politician, but it does not belong here. We're not going to talk about it. Everything else in life, open game. I don't want to hear about it. Politics.
I agree.
Politics
I totally
fucking
agree,
suck,
but I
bro.
disagree, bro. So how do you feel about fucking Biden is officially He's the Democrat. He's the one. So it's Biden versus Trump. I ain't voting
I don't
for
care.
neither.
I don't care. I
can't
don't want
vote
to
for
talk
those
about it. I
motherfuckers.
don't fucking care. I don't care. I don't want to talk about it. I don't care. Not on this
Biden
podcast, bro. I'm here to have a laugh and find out who people are. This is a foray into who are you, Todd? Who am I, Dave? Who are our Reloaded 504ians? They call in. Let us know who they are. Speak their mind, bro. 504-457-8011. Any random thought, anything, you're welcome. You're welcome. If it's politically based or religious based, then fuck you, don't call. But everybody else, the next random thought on your mind that you couldn't speak about, that's what we delve into. The things you think about but cannot say. We're good with that, bro. All right, bro. Hey, you ever watch Bar Rescue? The show Bar Rescue?
I don't watch TV, bro. I don't watch.
You've never seen one episode of Bar Rescue?
When I say I don't watch TV, I'm not lying to you, man.
All right, well, check it out, bro. The main guy's name is John Taffer. And he's another TV personality that needs his face beat in, personally, I think. So, since you've never seen it, the premise of the show is he is invited by a bar owner, a failing bar owner, to come in, surmise the situation and give feedback based on what he sees, and then proceed to revamp the bar so that it's again.
I'm 100% familiar with the premise. There was a show that I used to watch, probably produced by the same people, where they would do the same thing to hotels, and they had this little small bald guy that was like a hotelier, and he would fucking go in and yell at people and tell them what they
that's
were
who
doing
this
wrong.
guy is. That's who John Taffer is. He's a big dude. He's got a thick neck, so he comes across as like really intimidating and shit. But he kind of needs. I think he needs to get slapped at least once, bro. He completely loses his shit. I can't stand people that are over dramatic. Like, why hasn't anybody punched him in the face, bro?
You know he's acting though, right?
Probably he's drumming it up for the show, but he could have
Probably?
Okay,
No,
okay,
100%.
yeah. All right, but check it out. If you're doing that on the show, then you can get smacked the fuck up on the show. Like,
No, they going in. So, bro, don't be the sucker. Don't watch that shit. It's all produced, bro.
I don't watch it. When I'm on a boat and I go down into the galley and I grab some food, I'm sitting down for 15 minutes and I'm not going to stare at the wall. And most of the time, the signal in the galley sucks for your phone, so I look at TV. If I'm lucky, it's fucking Sunday and there's car shows on. But other than that, I gotta watch something. So sometimes I watch Bar Rescue. Plus, hey, bro, check it out, bro. You're dissing it, but you can pick up some good information from them, like how they go about revamping the bars. Like per square footage, he lays out the blueprint for the bar and tells you what you should be doing with the different sections. Like that's
everything's got value, dog. And all they're doing is like the same shit that the DIY channel does, but they do it instead of 20%. They do it 80%.
Yeah, I like those channels, bro. You say you don't watch TV, but you spout it off the DIY channel, bro.
My girl watches shit, bro. So, I mean, when I'm walking across a room, very rapidly, might I say, you know what pisses me off is people who move slow, bro.
You ain't lying. Slow drivers, slow talkers, all them
like,
motherfuckers.
Dog,
like, get to the goddamn point.
Jodes all day, bro. I will call her out, and she knows it. She knows it, bro. I could be like, fucking
Hey, bro, be nice. What up, Jodes?
Yeah, love it to death, man. Shit, we all love, man. You know, bro. Come on, get out of here. Be nice to Jodes. All I'm saying is that, like oftentimes, you know how it is, like, you know, in a household when sometimes you're doing something and you need a hand, like, rapidly, and you're like, hey Joe, like, or hey Courtney, or like whatever it is. Hey babe, hey somebody, you know, whatever. Well, Jodes is the type that will just motherfucking take her time. It doesn't matter. She's just fucking, there's no other pace than the pace. There's one pace.
That's ironic because she's a northerner, you're a southerner, and you're like, get to the point, hurry up.
Oh, dude, I am like not, I don't have that southern like fucking laziness. Like I'm not ambitious, but I'm like, if I got somewhere to go, I'm going there, bro. Like, get the fuck out of my way.
Au contraire, mon frere. I think you're ambitious. You started your own fucking B&B business, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that, like, not to toot my own horn, like, it's not about ambition, but all my life I've been like, I'm trying to fucking get in front of you, don't get in my way type shit.
Yeah, me too. I'll pass up an exit on the interstate just to pass somebody if they're.
I
like,
do that too, and it's like I yell at myself, and I'm like, but you know what? Fuck you.
Bruh. I'm gonna flip the script right quick. I know we're nearing the end of an episode, but I got somebody that's reading off DMV questions to us. Are you ready to answer these DMV questions?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
It's
a little scared.
It's
but yeah.
actually gonna bleed off into the next episode, but this is fun. All right, here we go. Question number 1. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
If you cannot avoid a collision and are hit from the side, you should.
I clench my teeth and wait for the airbags to deploy.
All right. I'm going to say you brace for impact, and then as soon as all motion is stopped, you jump out the vehicle and start screaming at whoever just hit you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's healthy. It's not as if they feel like they're not without blame because they just fucking hit you and you have all the reason to fucking scream at them. And then you can
What
just
if you're
like,
unconscious?
well, let's assume that you make it out conscious and alive.
Oh, well then fuck, dude. Different story, bro. If I got a baseball bat or something, then I'm swinging.
Dude, I was on my way to UNO one time. I was in front of this guy, and then he got around me. He was in front of me. He was in a Jeep Cherokee, all right? We're on South Carrollton. This fucking dude gets T-boned by somebody else. Flips the fucking Jeep Cherokee. So that could have been me because I was in front of him, but we swapped spots. Right. He passed me, right? He got in front of me and fucking gets T-boned, flips over. His fucking Jeep Cherokee is still spinning, and he crawls out still while the vehicle is spinning, crawls out and starts screaming at the fucking guy that hit him. Dude. And the guy was like palms up, like he didn't. Like, he knew he fucked up. He was like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. This is my bad, I guess.
Right, my bad. Like, if you... Yeah. Well, all right. Did you have, like, a come to Jesus moment there? Like, that could have been me? Like...
You know what, bro? Like, they say hindsight is 20/20. I've had, like, several come to Jesus moments, but it was after, like, way after the fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have, too. I think we all have, you know? Like
it's terrible for me to say this. Fucking I was after a long night of drinking, drove across the lake to the North Shore, and they got a spot as soon as you get off the bridge where it splits and it's raised. It's like probably 40 to 50 feet off the ground. And one side goes to Mandeville, the other side keeps going north. And I'll put it to you this way. I woke up headed towards Mandeville, but never intended to go that way. And if I'd have hit the divider, I'd have been dead. Because, I mean, I was doing 50 miles an hour, at least 50, 60.
How long do you think you were out?
Just like a second, 2 seconds.
Oh.
But I ended up, like, merging off onto this exit when I was supposed to be going straight. And, like, 5 feet to the right, I'd have hit the divider, flew out the windshield, and fell like 40 feet. Like, I'd have been dead.
Yeah, so it was just fucking dumb luck.
Yeah.
And fate.
Yeah, exactly. Dumb luck and fate. So, I guess what I'm saying is, Reloaded 504ians, don't look to Uncle Dave for driving advice. But, you know, comical nonetheless.
Hey, look, I know we're running low on time, right? We're about to end this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Saints Super Bowl victory, bro. That whole thing, like that was all just you know, look, there was a lot of skill and a lot of that involved, but it was a lot of dumb luck. It was a lot of luck that was involved with the Saints Super Bowl victory.
Sure.
Shit, if you can't tell I'm getting loaded, then because I'm fucking can't
Hey,
even
bro,
talk. But
that's what
anyway,
this fucking
I still love it just the same. It
show is
doesn't
about.
matter to me, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I understand that there was some luck involved. I don't give a fuck. They still did it. It doesn't take away. So.
Oh yeah. No, I was just citing you know, luck, I guess, and I tied it into the DMV thing, but it was more relevant to fucking luck, basically.
Yeah, well, I'm saying is like, dude, life is filled with that. Like, so there's hard work and there's dedication and there's devotion and there's ambition and there's all that shit. But look, there's a little bit of luck involved too, bro. Believe that.
Yeah, especially when it comes to my testicles, because I still got both of them. You stupid fucking doctor. You tried to take
Word
my
to your
testicle.
nuts, son.
Yeah, word to my nuts. Sign off for the people, T Breezy.
Skid, 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 skid. We're out.